More ancient history jewelry stories. Today we have another case of only knowing bits and pieces of someone's identity from the jewelry that was left behind. We were talking about the jewelry of the Egyptian princess Mereret. I first came across this image and was really struck by the use of color in this arrangement of jewelry. Yes, ancient Egyptian jewelry is known for its use of bold colors, but this is colorful even by their standards. Doing a little digging, I found out two things. This was an old picture from a book published in the middle of the 20th century, and the jewelry in the photo belonged to the princess Mereret. Mereret was the daughter of King Semusret III, who was a pretty important figure in ancient Egypt and was responsible for a long period of peace. He was succeeded by his son Amenemhat III, who was most likely Mereret's brother. There were pectorals found within her grave that bore the name of both Semusret III and her brother Amenemhat III. This has led to the conclusion that Mereret most likely died during the reign of Amenemhat III. Semusret III reigned from 1897 to 1878 BCE, and his son Amenemhat III reigned from 1878 to 1839 BCE. There are a few frustrating details that make it difficult to find any more information on Mereret or even pin down which pieces of jewelry actually belong to her. She's not the only daughter of a Semusret with a beautiful jewelry collection. In fact, many of her pieces bear striking similarities to the jewelry found with the princess Sithathoryunet, who would have most likely been Mereret's aunt. Sithathoryunet was the daughter of King Semusret II, the king who came right before Semusret III. Sithathoryunet's jewelry is generally regarded as some of the finest examples of ancient Egyptian goldsmithing, and I have a suspicion that some of Mereret's pieces were made by the same royal jewelers. Another factor making the search more difficult is that the pieces in this photo are nowhere to be found. Aside from the pendant shown in the center of the page, I can find no evidence of the necklace with the colorful dangles, or the bracelets with the reclining lions. Overall, I was just really taken by this assemblage of jewelry. Princess Mereret's jewelry taste has a fun art teacher vibe, which is not something you really expect to see in ancient Egypt. The two pectorals that were found in her tomb are incredibly beautiful examples of the craftsmanship of her time, and I would not be the slightest bit surprised if they were fabricated by the same person or workshop as Princess Sithathoryunet's famous pectoral. We will be revisiting both of these princesses in the future. I'm really intrigued by the connections found in their jewelry collections, and I'm curious what those connections might be able to tell us about their relationship to each other.